Good evening and welcome live to Salt Lake City. Back again for the second of a two-day matchup, this time against the faded crosstown rival Weber State Wildcats. This is must-watch hockey, and we're excited for it. My name's Ellis Beacom. I'll be your host in this afternoon's contest. Alongside me to my left is my wonderful color man in Valentino Pichardo. And Valentino, a big matchup here, 20-0 Weber State finds themselves at through their first 20 contests of the year. And for Utah, 12-5-1. What has to be the key tonight for the Utes to get a big win on their home turf?
Well, I think it's going to be big for Utah on their back check. Weber State's fast. They're young. They have 4 scorers who are rookies in the top 10 with 10 more points. And it's going to be really important if the Utes' back check is good and also staying solid on being able to get those counter chances. We saw a little bit of that yesterday, but they were able to control Utah Valley yesterday. They're not going to be able to do that tonight against Weber, so it's going to be really interesting to see how Utah does in a more defensive matchup.
We'll have to see how they respond. And yeah, like you just said, I mean, in those first 2 matchups that they've had against each other, I think they've scored 9 combined goals between both sides. So this is tight hockey. They're going to take advantage of every opportunity that they're given, and they're going to be looking to take advantage of mistakes. I think you could say that about both sides, but especially Utah's back check, the piece to watch in this afternoon's contest. If they're blocking shots, if they're able to play back in time and not allow any of these rushes to come to fruition, it's going to be a good afternoon to be a skating Utes fan. 100%. But either way, must-watch hockey coming up, and we're going to send it down to Clara O'Connor for a quick interview ringside.
Hey, Utah hockey fans. I'm Clara O'Connor here with Reed Pittman. Reed, after you guys' win yesterday, how are you guys going to use that to your advantage, like confidence-wise, in today's game?
Just spit off what we did right, and let's give them their first loss of the year.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Hey, Utah hockey fans. I'm Clara O'Connor here with...
And as you just heard from Clara O'Connor, quick word with Reed Pittman, the alternate captain for this Utah team in his 3rd year as a Ute. And lots riding on this game. I mean, they've already matched up twice this year. Weber has taken both matchups, and the first of which up in Ogden, Weber won pretty decisively, I think by 2 goals. Utah ends up bouncing back. They have a 1-goal lead until the waning moments of the 3rd period in their matchup here last time in Salt Lake City. And Weber able to win the battle of attrition and just hold out for that much longer to go and take that win. Yeah. And that's exactly what they're looking to do this afternoon. Utah looking to shut them down. And like you said, I think it starts with defense, and I think we have to shed some light on Jack Nowicki's importance in tonight's contest as well.
100%. And for Utah, what's going to be important is making sure that they can really control the pace, because if you let Weber get control, then you're going to get behind. You're going to get behind the puck, and it's going to cause some issues.
Especially with home field advantage as a topic as well. Utah plays very well at home, and that's exactly what they're looking to do today, especially against a crosstown rival. These guys, they know each other well. They play each other multiple times every single year. They have the Beehive Showcase where they get to match up guaranteed. So this is a bit of a grudge match for both sides, and we're excited to see the outcome. I think really anything possible in this contest. Utah, one of the only teams to have come close to beating Weber this year. Part of the reason why you see that 20-0 record. And we're going to send it down to Clara O'Connor once more for another quick interview with Weber State.
Hey, Utah hockey fans. I'm Clara O'Connor here with Jaden Hughes from Weber State. Jaden, how do you guys prepare for today's game?
We had a big barn burner last night, so we're kind of just feeding off of that, and yeah, everything's it's like a domino effect. We have a good night last night, and we just hope to have it tonight.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Thank you.
Here, let's... The sweetest sound in sports, the national anthem, has us just about ready to go. And Valentino and I hardly contain our excitement. This is a great matchup, and we've been waiting for this one.
This is one of the biggest games of the year for these Skaden Utes so far. I mean, you have an undefeated opponent coming into your den, trying to keep that record. But for the Utes, they're second in the division. They want to upset this team who's second in the region. And Weber State, I talked to someone with their program earlier today. They are not happy with the rankings. They feel like they got a little cheated on those rankings because of that overtime win, going to overtime against Utah State. So they're coming into this weekend angry. We saw it last night. They got a big win against Utah State 5-1. They're coming into the Utes den thinking that they can get a win, but the Utes, they want to get their first win against this Weber State team this year.
I think a bit of a chip on both sides' shoulders tonight, and it's going to lead to some watch hockey starting now. 60 minutes of almost uninterrupted hockey. It starts with these 20, and the Utes with the opening possession. That's Max Fenney in the far side corner with the puck. Bouncing around the boards. Utah with a good keep, a good job to maintain possession and toss it back down on Weber's side. A good clear that time from the back check for Weber, and down on Utah's side of the ice we go for the first time this afternoon. Up through the neutral zone, Utah with numbers. 3-on-3, Weber's back check able to get there in time. We've got our first whistle just about 40 seconds into this first period, and a face-off due up just outside Weber State's offensive zone. This is part of what we saw last night or yesterday afternoon from Utah, was taking advantage of these pressures, having these opening face-offs that are on the opponent's side of the ice and then keeping the puck down there. That's Utah's brand of hockey.
And if they can do that tonight, then I think it's going to be a good night for Skaden Utes fans. But against this Weber State team, it's going to be a lot harder than it was last night against Utah Valley. So if they can keep possession of the puck, keep it in the offensive zone, put pressure on the back check of Weber State, good things will happen.
Exactly what we will be looking out for. And there's a reason Weber finds themselves at 20-0. Not a win or not a loss, not an overtime loss, just nothing but wins. It's because they find a way to win. They play their brand of hockey as well. And that starts with shutting down Utah's point of attack. Puck is possessed behind the nets and sent all the way past the neutral zone down into the near side corner. Keegan Torrey fetches and fires it along the boards. An errant puck that time, and a good job by Weber to keep. This is an odd man rush, a quick chance that is blocked by Utah's back check. A nice job by Keegan Torrey that time. Wrapping behind the net with authority, a quick wraparound shot that just missed the mark. Makar Klokov, the freshman, nearly had himself more points, as if 36 wasn't enough. On the far side corner, possessing, walking towards the blue line, that's Klokov. Klokov with a wide open man to the right, tries to center with the pass, one too many passes. Weber with a serious scoring chance within the opening 2 minutes.
And this is important for Utah to be careful here, make sure as that puck goes out of the zone, to make sure that they're staying on top of the puck, because if they lose sight of that within seconds, Weber can attack.
Now Ethan Overman checking into the game. A quick pass that's intercepted right at the logo, but a good job by the back check to get possession back. And now Utah got a chance to try and get it out of their zone. Weber applying the pressure right now and doing it well. A good job possessing and cycling the puck, keeping it away from the guys in the red jerseys.
Well, it's a lot of what we saw yesterday from Utah against Utah Valley. It seems Weber State playing a little bit of that game against the Utes.
Oh, a nice move by Donovan O'Shea to create some space. The only thing he forgot was the puck. It ends up down in that far side corner. Tries to send it along the boards and maintain possession, but now Weber State's back check reinforcements have arrived. Pressing the point, not looking to let Utah get any space in that zone, and another errant puck flies past the net and out of play. 16:58 left on the clock, and another stoppage. Our first in a couple minutes. Down on this near side face-off circle, inside Weber State's zone we go. Good pressure from both sides thus far, but the defense, I think, has done the shining, albeit pretty early to say any of that. We're 3 minutes and 2 seconds into this contest.
Well, yeah, and I think that's going to be very big, more so for Utah. Weber State has 99 goals so far throughout the year. They have multiple players above 20 points so far. So Utah going to need to make sure they're keeping their heads up and knowing where those black jerseys are for Weber State.
Well, Utah likes this line out there. Adam Corral with the puck, and now Riley Mabitas, a multi-point game yesterday, and a big shot that gets out of play here. Looked like it might have caught a stick in front of the nets, and another face-off coming on Weber State's side of the sheet. 16:38 left to play, and both sides looking for first strike ability here this evening. I think the first score is huge in these contests. It has been certainly in the past that Utah was nursing that 1-goal lead all the way into the late stages of the third. And when I say Weber State, part of their identity is finding a way to win, that win was a perfect exhibition of it. 2 goals within the final 3 minutes of the period to steal that win from under Utah's grasp at home. Adam Corral applying the pressure on the near side.
Well, it seemed like Utah was going to get that one, and Utes get that win. This season might look different. They didn't. It was the home opener. Tough break for the Utes, but that's their only loss on their home ice so far this season, and I'm sure that they want revenge for that right today against Weber State.
Well, they got a great chance for it. Now with the puck, it's Kai Tweeten with some space, excuse me. He's going to launch it across the blue line and find an open Keegan Torrey, who drives into the offensive zone. On his forehand, he's pushed off the puck. A nice hit from Matthew Huell, the leading defenseman in points for Weber. So far this year, a screen shot in front of the net and a great save. Laying his body in front, perfect positioning to keep that one out. Puck is still possessed in Weber's zone. A quick shot from Max Hovey, and boy, that had a ringing sound behind it. He was the leading point scorer for the Utes yesterday, and after a multi-point game from Connor Beers and Adam Corral, they tied him in that category. 3 guys with 21 points for Utah. That's an exciting sights as well. Cole Turner in that mix as well with an even 20 points. So when you look at these two on paper, you see those outliers. Caden Hunter with 37 points. I mean, that's pretty unbelievable. 36 for the freshman Makar Klokov as well. And those numbers are hard to match, but when you have 4 guys pressing with 20 points as well, Utah's doing the best opportunity, or the best chance they can in terms of spreading out their production, not having one guy that they look to spark the fire.
Well, when you're talking in the division, just overall, these are the 2 best teams that we can offer. And the Utes, I mean, it's really hard to beat a 20-0 team when we're talking about point-wise. So the Utes, they're right up there with one of the best teams in this division, and they got to prove it tonight.
Could be a tall task proving that against an undefeated 20-0 squad. But anything is possible. They almost had it earlier this year. Passed up ahead for Skowinski. A nice pass to Cole Turner, finding the open man who tries to center another one. Just couldn't find the mark on that one to Beers. Around the horn it goes. Weber looking for the clear, and they're going to get it. Now they've got numbers moving through the middle, and a big hit laid by Donovan O'Shea. Now Utah trying to press up with the puck. That's Quinn Steffen applying the pressure up front. Now Connor Beers ahead of him, fighting for possession on the near side. Looks like Jaden Hughes is the one to send it down. And Utah's reinforcements now get a chance to try and lead a breakout. Ben Hostetler gets it around a man and sends it to another Ben Wiener. Wiener along the near side board. Wedged up there, some good defense by Caden Hunter. And the Weber State back check. Barrage of bodies, all with the same thing on the mind. Find the puck and bury it. Up past the point, a good save by Utah, but now they're driving the other way. They've got numbers as well, trying to get it to the outside. A quick shot, and it goes wide. Nowicki up to the task that time. Looked like he might have got a piece of it. And now the puck gets center ice. Reed Pittman checks in and sends it down behind the Weber State net. Adam Corral on the pressure. Has it poked right from in front of him, and now Kevin Norwood with the puck. Norwood, a quick pass, tries to fire it all the way through, up to the point. Shot taken, deflection goes right back to Nowicki, and he's able to bat it wide. A nice scoring chance that time from the points for Aiden Feedy.
Well, so far, both of these teams, I think it's going to be a story so far early of who's going to out-physical the other team. They're both fast.
Mabietas with a great shot that is covered up and eaten. And we'll have a quick stoppage.
But like I've been saying, they're both fast teams. We've seen a lot of movement across the ice so far, a lot of gaps, a lot of passing lanes open up for both sides. So whichever team can out-physical the other team, get control of the puck, and get constant cycling in the offensive zone, I think that's going to determine who gets the first goal.
Right off the face-off, intently trying to get it on net and saying no thank you that time. Another face-off coming on the near side face-off circle inside Weber's zone. Corral wins the draw, and Utah's got the puck. Carroll sends it along the boards to Keegan Torrey. Torrey fetches and fires. Carroll finds some space but loses the puck, and a nice job by Weber to get it out of their zone. Mabietas going to just send it in the air and hope for the clear. Sent back down that way by Weber. And now possession right in front of Utah's zone. Daniel Carroll's got it. Carroll threads that puck across. Now up along the boards and caught at center ice. Trying to drive the other way is Andrew Alonso. A nice move by Alonso. A quick shot and a nice save by Jack Nowicki. Getting an easy cover up and another faceoff coming this time inside Utah's zone with 12:11 left to tick in this first period.
And Wiki's going to need to be sure to keep an eye on that puck. He's going to need to stand on his head tonight if the Utes want to get a win. Of course, like we said last time, they had the lead most of the game. So if they can get a goal here in the first period for the Utes, it's about finishing it out. You've said it multiple times. This Weber State team has been able to find ways to win all season long. The Utes need to limit those chances.
Well, and a huge help in that regard would be to strike first, I think, would be to have the lead and for it to be Utah's game to lose. We all know about Weber's scoring prowess, so if you want to do your best to shut him down, score yourself is probably the move. The puck is on the near side. Max Fenny has it tossed right in front of him, ragdolling around down there, and the puck finds its way to a Weber State stick. A tip right there waves off the icing. And the puck is on the far side, possessed by Utah. Tries to thread it through for Max Hovey, and Max Fenny to his right. Hovey's got it, finds some space, gets it across, quick shot, and it just goes wide. A great attempt that time. Nearly had Utah's first goal of the game. Overman with the puck now with Connor Beers to his left and Marco Honda to his right. Beers has got it. He's going to thread it along the boards for Cole Turner. Turner right in front, tries to find Beers again. And notch his 17th assist of the year, but just a little too angsty that time. A nice move by Cole Turner right down in front and one-on-one with nobody but Eric Buchholz, and Buchholz able to shut it down. Another nice save by the Weber State goaltender. 10:56 left to play, still no score. Just a handful of shots per side. It seems like most of this game is being played in the neutral zone and in the possession game.
Yeah, but I like what I just saw there from Utah. Getting pressure on the puck and making sure it stays in the offensive zone. Keeping pressure on the back check of Weber State. Keeping them on their heels. If you can do that, sustain pressure like we saw last night, it's going to do good favors for you.
For a shot that is just wide by Quinn Steffen. That's the part of the ice that you want to be looking for chances like that. But Weber State was ready for it. Threaded all the way down in front of Nowicki's net. He opts to keep it in play. And Donovan O'Shea gets crushed behind the net. Now they've got numbers right there. Pass in front and they score. Just like that, Weber State in front. And what a beautiful effort that was. Noah Takitani is the one to bury it home. His 5th goal of the season. And just like that, a 1-0 game here in period number 1. Quick strike ability.
Well, it was the physicality. Like I said earlier, just pushing someone off the puck, making sure you get the pressure, and it was just a great shot by Takitani.
And what a pass as well on the other end to not even look, tossing it backhanded right in front, and it's right on the money. Weber State gets exactly what the doctor ordered, and they lead early. Utah going to be on the comeback game now, trying to bury their first of this first period as well.
And now Utah, it's going to be important not to get too shaken up by that goal. They've done good early on getting some pressure on this Weber State team.
Tries to thread another pass all the way across the ice that time, and Wiki smelled it from a mile away. Shuts that chance down, and now Utah's possessing its center ice. It's Reed Pittman with a little shuttle pass back for Kai Tweeten, who gets it across to Keegan Torrey. Torrey tries to center that puck through into Weber State's side of the ice, but it's shut down before it can find its way. We're officially over halfway done in this period. 9:52 left to play. Screen shot that time, and it gets a piece of somebody out in front of the net. Deflects wide. Another keeper in Weber able to just apply the pressure right there. Kevin Norwood, the one with the puck. Now Ben Wiener beats his man. A nice pass ahead for Adam Corral. Corral's been great in these chances all year long, and just fans on the backhanded shot that time.
It was good movement by Corral there.
Aiden Fede with the puck. He's going to try and send it across and finds nothing but boards. Couple guys battling for possession behind the Wickian nets. Looks like Ethan Overman in pursuit of the puck. He's batted off the puck by a nice Weber State forecheck. Now they've got numbers. Good job on Utah's end to get that puck out of the zone and get a quick clear. Corral playing very physical up front, trying to get to that puck. But the reinforcements are there in time. Through the neutral zone and back past the logo, Utah possesses and tries to send it forward to their leading point scorer, Max Hovey, excuse me. Behind the net, quick shot in front, deflection was right in the lap of somebody on the Weber State forecheck. Nice job to put that chance to bed. Now, nice play by Marco Honda, beating him to the puck right in front of the net. Man goes down, a barrage of bodies, and the puck finds its way onto a purple stick. Trying to lead the drive, finding the soft part of the ice, and a great shot, almost single-handedly netting himself a goal that time. Oh, a big hit laid right in front of Utah's defensive zone.
Seen a couple of those so far in this period. Both teams being very physical, but Weber State so far.
Big turnover on the wrong side of the ice, and Stefan can't get it off his stick in time.
So far, Weber State's been a little bit more physical than Utah, and that's what led to that goal. So Utah needing to get this puck cycling in the zone, what we've talked about a little bit, and Weber State's really been able to control the puck just a little bit more.
Good chance again for Stefan. Rebound back to Utah. Beers with a shot that's saved, and Buchholz a wall right now in net, not allowing anything close. Off a leg pad and big deflection. Donovan O'Shea passes that one to himself somehow. Off Cole Turner's stick when Stefan tries to get it through. Now wedged along the near side boards. A nice play by Dono O'Shea to keep that man away from the puck and try and get possession back. Keegan Torrey now taken down on a nice hit by Weber, and the puck is on the far side corner. Threaded along the boards, and what a great keep by Weber State's back check to just keep the pressure rolling. Utah looking for a clear. They're going to get that. When Stefan looking for the puck, and it's sent right by him. Now Keegan Torrey's got it behind the net. Torrey looking for somewhere to go. He gets it to Donovan O'Shea. Some fancy footwork. Maintains possession and has Utah trying to leave their zone. Daniel Carroll now with the puck. A nice saucer pass across for Keegan Torrey, and Torrey's got it. Final 6 minutes and 25 seconds of this first period.
Yeah, and for Utah, it seems in the past couple minutes.
Good chance there that time, and Utah able to get the rebound.
But in the past couple minutes, Utah have been able to get a couple more shots off. Got to be careful here.
2-on-2 entering the offensive zone. A good chance for Weber here. Now the reinforcements have arrived. Passed in front, and they nearly had another dazzling goal. Shut down by Utah's back check, and some nice positioning from Jack Nowicki.
But after that goal, Utah seemed to get a little bit more momentum, creating a couple more chances. They're leading in the shots category on goal, but it's little mistakes in the defensive zone that have been killing them so far, giving possession to Weber State.
That puck somehow kept onside. Now a great scoring chance. Tries to go top right corner. and just misses high. Weber still with the puck, applying more pressure here. Kevin Norwood finding the open man at the point. Another shot that goes wide, and another scary shot that goes wide, should I say. Possession continues. Now Utah finally able to find the puck. Riley Mavitas has it on his stick. He's going to opt for a change, and Utah going to get some fresh skates on the ice. Turnover in a tough part of the ice. Donovan O'Shea driving to the net, looking for somewhere, and he's got it, sends it back in front, and the pass is just a little bit too late on that mark. Now Weber State trying to carry it the other way. That's Simon Verschure with the puck, another one of those lead scoring freshmen making an impact in his first year.
That's the thing about this Weber State team. They're young and they're good. So that just tells you what this program has been able to do. But Utah, it's a bit similar. I mean, the Utes, big year last year for them. A little bit younger now, a little bit more experience under their belt, but just hoping that they can. This puck's just getting passed around there.
Still fighting for possession in the neutral zone. And we've seen a lot of that in this first period. I think both of these teams doing a great job of exhibiting that physicality you were talking about and keeping each other away from finding these scoring chances. Part of the reason it's only a 1-0 game right now, and that there's only one goal scored between these two sides. Connor Piers with a great move to find the open part of the ice. A quick shot that's put to bed by the Weber State back check. Another nice effort there. Up to the point for Keegan Torrey. Takes the shot in. Utah scores through the 5-hole. How about it? A deflection in front, and we are knotted at ones with 3:33 left to play here in the first.
Man, that was just a beautiful shot. Looks like Keegan Torrey getting on the boards again.
Well, just a smart decision to shoot it from that part of the ice with that many screen bodies in front of Buchholz in net. You have about 50 feet of ice to work with in front of the logo, and when you got that many bodies, you got a good chance that it's going to find a way to squeak through, and that's exactly what happened.
And that's huge for Utah. As we were saying a little bit earlier, they applied the pressure on Weber State. This has been a really evenly matched game so far. A lot of neutral zone possession for both teams, but getting a shot from out there, it's a smart one. Like you said, it can take a deflection anywhere and end up in the back of the net, and it just squeaked through. Utah evening things up. That's big.
A high percentage look. Utah will take those. They are set up nicely now. Just got to shut down Weber State's offense here. A great chance already. Weber looking to bounce back after the rare goal against. Possessing the puck behind his own net. Jack Nowicki's got it. He's going to get it across to Keegan Torrey. Torrey sends it through, tries to find Cole Turner, but it's going to make its way as a shot down ice. A little bit of fortune that time to not have a face-off coming on Utah's side of the ice for that near icing. Possessing at center ice. Now Utah's got a 2-on-1 driving the right way. Adam Corral with a quick shot, and cool as a cucumber in the net that time. An easy save for Eric Buchholz, or at least he made it look that way. And a face-off coming in Weber's zone on the far side of the ice. 2:37 left to play, and as you mentioned, Valentino, Utah does have more shots in this period, albeit the chances that we've seen Weber State have been can't-miss chances. They made it look easy on burying that goal. Almost a good chance that time, but a good back check from Utah, and Ethan Overman specifically shuts that down. Now Weber State going to try and find a way to score with the final 2 minutes of possession in this period. Dangerous pass that time, and Corral's got it. Threaded along the boards by Daniel Carroll, and now a 3-on-2 entering the offensive zone, but reinforcements are there in the form of Malachi Lynch. Sent back down the other way. Overman's got it now. Overman with an attempted pass that time, and it just falls off his stick. Now sent back down. Through the neutral zone, all the way down it goes. And an icing call and a face-off coming up inside Utah zone with under 2 minutes left to play. 1:51 left on the clock.
I mean, you can't ask for a more evenly matched game than what we've seen so far. Like you were saying, although Utah's had the bulk of the shots, Weber State's had the better chances. But when Utah did get their chance, they took it and they tied this game. So I think so far, you got to be happy if you're a Utes fan. You're limiting one of the best teams, if not the best team in the country, to limited shots, although they are really good chances. The Utes have also had some very good opportunities, and this is an in-state rivalry. You can't expect anything else but a close game.
Adam Corral with the puck now through the neutral zone, waiting for his teammates to arrive. Opts to send that one down and get a quick change of skates. Now Weber looking to possess. Oh, great pass ahead that time from Reed Pittman. And seeing that, Eric Buchholz opts for the cover-up. 1:21 left to play in our opening period in Salt Lake City. Just a great afternoon for hockey, especially when it's a matchup like this. Two storied programs going against each other in a long history, a long line of playing against each other. And Utah initially falling behind in this period. Great efforts by them to get right back to even on the drawing board and knot us up at once. On the far side, trying to send that pass ahead of the crowd. He does, somehow still with possession. A quick turnover in the neutral zone, and Ben Wiener gonna just try and play pesky. He passes it to himself right in front, and a golden scoring chance out of nowhere for Ben Wiener that time. Fortunately, if you were a Wildcat fan, Eric Buchholz was up to the task.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, unassisted to yourself, that would have been very interesting, but the Utes putting a little bit more pressure in these last 2 minutes after that goal. We'll see if that pressure cooker starts to build up for Utah, or against this Weber State side, can they get something going on the other end?
Both sides fighting for possession. Weber winning that battle right now. Although I said that a little prematurely, Donovan O'Shea's got it now. He's going to thread it through and send it all the way around the horn. On the near side, a nice hit by Reed Pittman, but he gets off the pass in time. And now Weber's got some speed entering the offensive zone. A couple big hits, and now Fenney's got it. Fenney going to get it ahead for Reed Pittman. Pittman is immediately pushed off the point. And a nice move that time by Simon Verschuer to find the puck and find the opening. Here's a good chance, and a great save by Jack Nowicki up to the task that time. Final 15 seconds of our first period of regulation here from the Salt Lake County ice sheet. And it's been action-packed. Both sides with a lot to talk about, I think good and bad. Both have possessed the puck well and cycled well in their offensive zones, and both have led in a goal. A lot of similarities between these two teams. Weber looking for a buzzer-beater goal here with just 10 seconds remaining in the period. Puck resets its way out of the zone. All the way from the blue line, sent towards Nowicki that time. Dangerous chance in front. Wrapping take in time, and that'll do it on our opening period from Salt Lake City. 12 shots for the Utes, 7 for Weber State, and even in the score column, a 1-1 game through our first period, and what a period it was.
Yeah, and for the Utes, it was a bit of a shaky start getting that goal to Weber State, but they responded. They put a little bit more pressure. It was an evenly contested first period, I would say. And yeah, I can't ask anything more if I'm a Utes fan right now.
Well, we're excited for what's to come in the second period due up. We're going to take a 15-minute intermission, and before that, sending it down rinkside for a quick interview with a Weber State player.
Hey Utah hockey fans, I'm Claire O'Connor here with Noah Takatani. Noah, you scored during this first period for Weber State. The score is now 1-1. What out there helped you make that goal possible?
Yeah, my linemates got into the forecheck hard, and I was just kind of there to pick up the scraps. I got lucky. I was wide open in the slot, so I shot the puck, and it went in.
Alrighty, and the score is currently tied. What are you guys going to adjust to make more goals out there and change the course of the game?
Yeah, no, I think we've been forechecking well. We just keep getting pucks in deep and forechecking, and we'll get success from it. I think if we keep doing that, we'll be fine.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Awesome, thank you.
Welcome back ahead of period number 2 in Salt Lake City, and my goodness, was that first period action-packed. It was just about exactly what we expected coming into this contest, and the matchup has not disappointed thus far. Great goaltending from both sides, great offense and great defense from both sides, really just great hockey. And we mentioned that in the pregame show, this is the matchup to watch. I mean, these are 1 and 2 seeds from the Western region and the MWCHL. This is where you want to be. Don't miss the next 40 minutes of hockey. And yeah, a lot of excitement. I think the best is yet to come, Valentino.
Yeah, and that was a really fun first period. I mean, this Ute side, they put pressure on Weber State. Weber State answered just like we expected them to. They came out, they got the early goal that gave them the lead. Well, I don't know if you want to call it so early, but within 10 minutes they got a goal. And I mean, it was really off a big hit from Parker James that created the chance for Weber State. Noah Takani got the goal, and now you have the University of Utah responding. Keegan Torrey with a great shot from the top of the zone, and the Utes were able to even it up, and we got 20 minutes of hockey in this second period that I am really excited to watch.
An unassisted Keegan Torrey goal, taking matters into his own hand, and I think that speaks to the identity that Nick Cornelius sets this club up with. I mean, this is not a team that will ever go down without a whimper. They're going to be fighting to their last breath, and I think Keegan Torrey on that play, a perfect example of it. Just taking a smart shot from the point, wasn't necessarily a high percentage look. It's not like that was the world's hardest shot. It was just right time, right place, and recognizing the situation, just high hockey IQ, and the Utes will be looking to use that and take advantage of that the rest of the way throughout this second period.
Yeah, and as both teams come back out on the ice and they get set for play, I'm looking for the Utes to hopefully get a little bit more consistent possession of the puck. It was a lot of neutral zone play for both sides, a lot of back and forth action. If the Utes can get a little bit more possession in the offensive zone, I expect a lot more control and hopefully a goal if you're a Utes fan.
Well, possession wins game. They can't score if they don't have the puck, that's for sure. And that's exactly what Utah's looking to do in this second period. That is take the lead for the first time since, the second week of the season against these guys? There's an early whistle, and we might have our first penalty of the game, a clean first period. And already someone going to the box. This time for the Utes, it looks like it's Max Hovey checking in with the first power play opportunity of the game given to the Weber State Wildcats.
Now the Utes got to be careful now. Going down a man. See if this kill unit, they did great yesterday. I mean, Utah Valley, they did capitalize on 2 of their trips, but Utah was able to kill the first 2. So 2 of 4 on the kill. Not great, not horrible. You hope to see if they can get this kill, get some momentum. You do not want to give this Weber State team momentum.
Don't want to give them life. You're exactly right. And dating back to last year, actually, Utah's penalty kill was one of their driving factors. It was one of the things that got them that final position that they did in last season's ending. And this year, more of the same. It's been a great unit thus far. That was a very dangerous chance out in front. And narrowly avoiding a goal that time was the Weber State power play unit. And for Utah, the penalty kill unit's got to step up. And like you said yesterday, some struggles against Utah Valley in that contest. A couple of power play goals that they gave up to them. But a good chance to bounce back and get back to form here against a very stout power play unit.
And
possessing.
You mentioned it today that game, the
chance out in front. What a save by Jack Nowicki. Danger close.
But you mentioned that game at the end of last year that the Utes won against Weber State that sent the Utes to nationals. I'm sure that's a little bit the bend in the back of the head of Weber State getting those first 2 wins against the Utes. But for the Utes now, they can get a little bit of revenge here. And if they can get this kill, get momentum, put pressure on this Weber State team, I'm going to be honest, I'm just really excited for this game today. So far, so good.
And you had mentioned earlier that Weber State not happy with their current ranking and second overall in the region behind only Oklahoma State. And understandably so. They're 20-0. I mean, that's a pretty impressive feat. But there's a very similar story to what happened with Utah last year. Slow start, snake bitten by a slow start, and they got hot when it mattered most, which I think is a huge chip on their shoulder even this year as well, with a similar story, knowing that they still have their most important contests still ahead of them. They got to fight for every chance that they have. A big turnover that time off the stick of Jackson Ronick, and Weber will possess along the line. Now walking it up towards that face-off circle. A nice pass, finding the open man. 42 seconds left on the power play chance for Weber. Great chance here for Alex Norwood, and what a stop by Jack Nowicki. Another face-off coming from Utah's side of the ice. 18:21 left to play, 38 seconds on the power play. And Utah doing a great job of shutting down this chance right now, albeit the worst is still ahead of them. 38 seconds left to kill.
Well, Nowicki's done a good job. That's 2 saves now that he's had to come up with on this kill. And so far, the Utes getting good sticks in front of goal, making sure that no good opportunities, 2 good opportunities, get in front of Nowicki's goal.
Down to their final 30 seconds on the power play, and we're approaching the 2-minute in mark in this second period. With some speed, a couple nice moves to generate some space from Simon Verschuur. Now driving in, back to Verschuur. He'll send it up to the points. Walking that blue line, sending it the other way. Nader sends it back down. Final few seconds of power play action, 5 to tick. Good one-time opportunity, and he looked like he might have broken his stick or just missed on the chance. Down in the corner, that's Andrew Alonso. Alonso fends it back down by the referee. And Keegan Torrey, the lone goal scorer for the Utes tonight, sends it back to center ice. A nice play by Adam Corral, but an even better job to possess it back in time. Battle for possession for both sides at center ice. And we've been saying that a lot. Landon Reed in pursuit of the puck. Now with Simon Verschuur again in front of him. Leading the drive, Utah setting up shop in the offensive zone for what feels like the first time this period. Connor Beers in pursuit of the puck. Now Utah's got it behind the net. Good chance in front for Overman. What a save by Eric Buchholz again. And now it's kind of turning into a goalie show between these two guys. Jack Nowicki playing great in red, and Eric Buchholz playing great in the purple. 17:03 left to play. Still an even game. All knotted at ones. Back to full strength. A great job by the penalty kill unit for Utah that time.
Yeah, it was a great job, and then immediately getting the puck back on the offensive side and getting pressure on this Weber State back check. Exactly what you want to see for Utah, and just have to make sure that they're keeping their heads up, because just as fast as they can get on the attack, so can Weber State.
Backhanded shot, and not much of a threat that time. Buchholz will cover and keep. 16:49 left to play now, just a few seconds off of that face-off. A nice play by Ethan Overman that time to wedge the edge, keep the puck in play, and give Utah a chance. Then it was Carroll's job to just get it on net, which he did. Another face-off due up on the far side circle.
Well, they want to keep this puck on their side.
Good forehand chance, and an even better save again by Buchholz. A wall tonight in nets. And he's a big part of the reason Weber finds themselves at 20-0 this year. I mean, just a great goalie room all around. They've got Trey Hirschfield to work with as well. Landon Palmer in the room. And Trevor Torres as well. I mean, you got a lot of options that they can turn to when they need someone to mind the nets. Good chance in front for Carroll. Carroll's batted, or has the puck batted right back to him. Sending it along the boards. Fede's got the puck. He's going to thread it through and find someone in a purple jersey. All the way down it goes, and Nowicki's just going to cover. So another face-off coming, this time likely on the near side circle. Down in Utah's zone, Weber looking to apply the pressure.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of this back and forth so far. I mean, in the first period we saw this. We're seeing it continue in this period, except for now. Weber State getting a little bit more of the shots off, 5-3 in this period so far. And I mean, that's probably due to the early penalty. Utah's been able to get a little bit more back on track, but you want to see a little bit more controlled possession. We talked about this at the beginning of the period. It's still this back and forth game, and when you do that against a good team like Weber State, you're keeping that door open.
Once they win the back and forth is what you're saying, is when things will start looking good for the Utes. Not to say they don't look good already. We're in a dead even 1-1 contest. What a great keep by Jackson Ronick that time to keep play down on Weber's side. The man bites the ground after something trips out from under him, maybe the ice. Quick shot down just to get it clear. Max Hovey's first one on sights. He's going to get it off to Donovan O'Shea. O'Shea threads it along the boards for Ronick, who sends it through. Marco Honda's trying to beat him there, and the icing waved off. So possession remains down in Weber State zone. A nice move by Honda. Gets it back to Hostetler. A big deflection in front. And good recognition that time by the Weber State back check to clear the puck. Still trying to clear the puck, I should say. On that far side corner, wedged against the boards. Nice pressure from Utah. Playing pesky and somehow managing to possess the puck or keep possession down there. Ben Wiener driving to the net. Chance in front, and a quick shot that's shut down by Buchholz. Puck is still loose out in front of the net. Both sides looking for it, and finally a whistle and a cover-up. 15:21 left to play. Non-stop action in this period.
Yeah, and that's good movement from Utah there. I like a little bit more what I saw in that possession. Making sure you keep the puck in front of the net, cycling it around a little more. If you can see that, and you can continue that, you'll get this Weber State defense a little bit more tired the longer that they have to stay out on the ice. And if you can wear them down, it's always a good thing to better your chances in front of goal.
Especially in a contest like this where it's shot for shot. Seems like when anybody takes a step, another person takes a mile. Just a great matchup of hockey. Here's a great chance for Weber in front. They're going to opt to send it back to the point. Quick screen shot in front. Deflection goes wide. Connor Beers has got it. The lefty gets it off his stick. Ahead for Cole Turner, one of the lead scoring duos in the league. Sends it across for Quinn Steffen. Steffen trying to possess the puck. A man in front of him, and he's wedged off of it. Now Weber State with possession at center ice. Oh, what a move by Klokov that time. Just couldn't stick with the puck. Sending it through for Caden Hunter, the leading scorer for Weber State this year with 37 points. Now Utah's got numbers. What a great pass. Finding the open man, and he just misses top shelf. Wide open shot for Corral that time, and he doesn't miss many of those. Utah looking to get the momentum on their side without question. 14:15 left to play in our second period of action. Almost dead even in the goal column and the shots column. Loses the puck for a second, but gets it right back. A nice move by Makar Klokov, the freshman. Keeps the puck rolling forwards. Now Weber has it in the direction they want to go, but a nice move by Overman sends it back down. And they're driving the other way. Carroll's got it. Carroll waiting for someone to arrive, takes a shot, and it rolls all the way around the horn for Ethan Overman. Overman sends it across the blue line. Tries to ask for it back, but they start forwarding it. Over to Corral. Corral tries to set a screen shot through, but it finds a boot before it could find the nets. Overman right by Utah's logo on their back check, gets it off his stick and sets it ahead. Trying to get that pass through and has it swatted away. And now a good chance here for Weber State. Just off the end of his stick. Corey Mader wanted that puck. And he's got Simon Verschoor right in front of him. Hovey and Verschoor on the near side, on the far side boards, fighting for possession. And Hovey wins that battle. A nice lead pass to set the momentum as Marco Honda enters the offensive zone. Quick shot with the screen. And I don't think Buchholz saw it, but the positioning perfect. He's able to get the cover up with 13 minutes left. Another face-off coming, this time from Weber State's side of the ice.
Yeah, Utah is starting to put a lot more pressure. They're gaining that momentum. The pendulum's starting to swing a little bit more in their favor. And they're getting better shots off, better opportunities, regaining that possession. Seems like earlier in this game, we were seeing a lot more back and forth. Right now, Utah is taking advantage of the puck, keeping it on Weber State's side.
And they're going to have to keep doing that if they want to keep pace, take a lead, and win this game. They'd be the first team to dethrone the Weber State Wildcats this year, and for good reason. This team has had it all rolling all season long, nearly had a one-time effort there that gave them the lead back, but just couldn't connect on the opportunity. Now Utah entering the offensive zone. Good pass to Marco Honda. Deflection gets out, and Utah's got the puck still. Honda's got it on his stick, has it stripped away, sets the edge, and now a 1-on-2 entering the offensive zone. He's got to wait for reinforcements. Trying to fight towards the net, tries to center the pass, and they're going to call a hook on somebody on the back check for the Utes. It looks like Ben Hostetler, the guilty one that time. And for either side, I think every time there's the shrug guy, right? Like, who, me? I did? But that time, Ben Hostetler was guilty. It is a hooking call and a 2-minute minor for the Utes. So the penalty kill unit, they're going to have to stand on their head again and keep making some plays. 2-minute man advantage for Weber State.
Well, Nowicki's going to be tested again, just like he was earlier in the period. He was able to stand on his head then. He's going to have to do it again, see if this kill unit can help out their guy in goal.
Walking that blue line, sending it right in front of the logo. Caden Hunter asking for it, rips a shot, and a great save by Jack Nowicki to keep it out. And an even better clear by the team captain, Ben Leduc. Gets that puck down ice, get a fresh set of skates on the ice as well, and get ready for the Weber State recoup. Klokov entering the offensive zone with authority. 2 guys on his tail. And he can go anywhere he wants with it. Finding Caden Hunter at the points. Hunter sends it to the logo. Across for Klokov. Klokov wondering what he should do. Back to the point. Quick scoring chance, and it goes wide. Hunter gets the rebound, though. That was Matthew Huell, the defenseman, that time on the opportunity. Back behind the net, tries to get it through, and does to Klokov. Back to Hunter. Hunter right in front, and another golden scoring chance for Weber. Shut down by the penalty kill. Just a little bit of luck that time as well. Gonna shut another chance down. It catches a leg. All over the leg of Jackson Ronick, and a much-needed clear as they thread it through. 45 seconds remain on the power play for the Wildcats.
Important there for Utah to get new skates out on the ice.
Hunter with a couple nice moves. The only thing he forgot was the puck. Now it's down right in front of the net. Great chance, and another stop by Jack Nowicki. Weber with the rebound. Still with possession, cycling in front, passing right behind the net, wondering where he should go. Good feel from Nowicki, sticking to that post. Waiting patiently between the pipes, as are the Wildcats, waiting patiently with the puck. Looking for a golden chance, and a great poke check that time by Corral to keep that puck out of the zone. Man goes down on the ice, no call, as we're back to full strength. Ben Hostetler checks back onto the ice, and the Utes' 5th skater is found. Past the logo into the offensive zone for the Wildcats once more. Quick shot, easy save for Nowicki. Going for the wraparound, and he got it! What a goal!
Wow.
Burying the hatchet and giving them their second lead of the game. Landon Reed, what a read. Unbelievable goal to give them a 2-1 advantage.
That's one Nowicki's going to want back. He just lost track of that puck. And Reed able to sneak that past him just in the corner there. We take a look at this again.
Just great recognition. I think he faked that side heavy to make Nowicki think, and just got it in last second. Good instincts from Nowicki on the reaction as well, but a better goal from Landon Reed. Much needed points for Weber State. His 13th point of the year, his 7th goal, gives Weber State a 2-1 advantage.
That's a bit of a gut punch for Utah. Right after they get a penalty kill, giving up a goal, you thought you were going to get some momentum, but Weber State able to capitalize right after they didn't on the power play.
Sometimes you just got to tip the hat. A great play there, and Utah's going to have to do their best to take a page out of the great playbook. Get their 2nd goal of the game as well.
Did it once, you got to do it again if you're the Utes.
Now with some authority entering the offensive zone, right past the logo, a big hit laid by Donovan O'Shea, trying to inject some life into this Utah offense that is looking for their 2nd score in as many periods. Artukovic passes that one along past the logo and back up through center ice. Carter Merritt with a shot that time, and an easy cover-up effort as it finds a skate before it finds Nowicki. 9:07 left to play, a brand new ball game. 2-1 is our score as we are past the halfway point of this 2nd period. What do you need to see, Valentino, from this Utah team more specifically the Utah offense, to get back in this game?
Well, I liked what they were doing before that penalty from Hostetler. They were getting possession in the offensive zone. I want to see them get the puck back and start putting more pressure on the back check of Weber State. If they can do that, continue putting pressure, the pot's going to boil up eventually, and then it might blow up and get them a goal. Just looking at this, Weber State scored in almost the exact same minute that they did in that first period. So hopefully the Utes can do the exact same thing here.
Response, that's exactly what they're looking for. And again, I just said a couple minutes ago that any time a team takes an inch, it seems like the other one grabs that inch right back, or gets that inch right back and gets back in this game. So we're looking forward to a hopeful Utah opportunity where they can take advantage of it and even us back up at 2s. A lot of shots in this period from Weber State. Doing a great job possessing the puck, and I think that's largely because of those 2 penalties. Gives them great chances on back-to-back opportunities to try and bury one. And Utah's penalty kill unit, much like you said, did a great job to just shut it down. But all for naught, they end up getting that goal right after. Now it's about a tale of response.
And you look to your leaders in games like this, Connor Beers, Cole Turner, Max Hove. I mean, you need those guys to show up. And I think that's going to be very big as we get into the last moments.
Here's a good chance. Off a skate, deflected into the offensive zone. That looks like Corral with the puck. Corral gets it to Mabiatas. Mabiatas back to Corral. A good keep to maintain possession. Now Utah has reinforcements behind them as Mabiatas finds soft spot past the logo right in front, and they nearly bury one home. Wow, what a great job by Weber State's back check to keep that puck out. Reed Pittman now the alternate captain with the puck. He's trying to find somewhere to go with it, and he's got a man right at the blue line. What a great vision, finding his man in Mabiatas. A quick pass to Ben Leduc, who takes the shot on net, but Buckle shuts it down. Driving with speed through the defense. Just a little too fancy last second as Malachi Lynch and Ethan Overman are able to get a piece of it and shut down the scoring chance. Here's another good chance. Matthew Huell with a great shot that's deflected wide. And the rebound goes to Utah. Malachi Lynch with the puck now. Threads it along the boards, where Andrew Alonzo waits and gets crushed by Ben Leduc. Leduc in pursuit of the puck. Klokov beats him to it. Trying to send it down through a couple bodies and can't get it past. Now they're going to opt for a line change. Andrew Alonzo gets it back down behind the nets. Along the boards for Quinn Steffen. A lucky pass and a lead-out pass for Connor Beers. Beers with a thread across. Second chance right in front, and they can't bury it home. 6:35 left to play, but we might have our first questionable discipline of the game from Weber State. It looks like they might be going to the box.
I will be honest, I was paying attention to the referee a little bit. Hopefully he's okay. He got hit. But like you said, this is going to be a good opportunity here for Utah on the power play. If they can take advantage of this, they did it yesterday, one time against Utah Valley, that helped them extend that big lead. If they can do that today, it will be big to get this game evened up.
That'd be huge to just have some momentum on your side, too, in the closing moments of the second period. Andrew Alonzo gets rung up for the first time tonight, or at least he is the first Weber State skater to get rung up tonight for a penalty. Utah with 2 of them, and now Weber State with 1 of them. We'll have to wait and see what the ruling was. Didn't quite see a hand signal on the ice. 2 minutes of man advantage, 5-on-4 hockey. For the Utes, the power play unit with a chance to shine here. Good job possessing by Cole Turner. Turner found some space temporarily, but not before Weber gets the clear. Back down behind the nets. Nowicki fields it, and now Kai Tweeten's got the puck. Waits to get in formation, makes a nice move, and shakes a man. Now he's got Cole Turner open on the near side. Threads it all the way through for Adam Corral. Corral, one of the leading point scorers for the Utes this year. Connor Beers with the puck. Over to Tweeten, right in front for Quinn Steffen. Another chance and a big hit laid on Daniel Carroll. Now they're going for the clear, and they're going to get it. Much needed time killed off of this power play. And a good look for the Weber State penalty kill unit thus far. Utah with another chance here, led by one of their leading scorers, Connor Beers. Number 12, driving along that far side board, finds a way to squeak it through. Cole Turner in pursuit of the puck, has it stripped away, and they're going to get another clear here. Great job by this Weber State penalty kill unit, eating much needed time off the power play for Utah.
Yeah, and saving Alonzo from, looks like that was a cross-checking penalty on him. But the Utes, they need to get some shots off on this power play, give themselves an opportunity here.
Well, here's something to get excited about. Daniel Carroll threading it all the way around the rink. Now the Utes in the far side corner with possession. Up to Maxwell Hovey. Hovey's got the puck. A nice steal that time to get it right back. Chance in front. From the point, a shot that hits a skate before it finds its mark. And now battle for possession along the near side boards. Off the leg of Max Hovey, and he's wondering why it was rung up. Must have checked out of the zone off the leg and then back in the zone, and he touched it along that blue line.
Yep. And it's been really good from this Weber State kill, not allowing too many chances from the Utes. They've really been able to limit those opportunities and just clear this puck, killing precious times.
Possessing the puck on the far side, Weber looking for their second goal of the period. Only one goal between these two sides in this second period of action. Now Cole Turner's got a break. Got a man in pursuit. Shot goes wide. Final 10 seconds of the second period. Weber looking to milk out the clock. And it seems to be exactly what they will do as the clock ticks down. 2 periods in the books, a 2-1 game. Weber State has the lead in tow, and they're going to have 20 seconds of power play advantage. Like you said, we come in the next period for 1 minute and 12 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey before that takes place, but a good period of hockey. I think a better period if you remember the Weber State Wildcats.
Yeah, they just, I mean, getting that goal really put momentum on their side, and for the Utes, it's disappointing at the end of that period. Beers does not need to take that penalty. He doesn't need to hold him, and that's just all about discipline right there. That's going to be discussion. 3 penalties. If you have 3 penalties, you're giving your opponent way too much time on the power play, and that is not going to be happy.
Over a quarter of the period spent on the power play, and you're giving them opportunities to score when you do that. But we're going to send it down rinkside for a quick player interview with Weber State Wildcat member, and we'll be back for the third period in just about 15 minutes.
Hey Utah hockey fans, I'm Claire O'Connor here with Landon Reed. The score is currently 1-2 with Weber State in the lead. You guys have had multiple power play opportunities. How'd you guys use that to your advantage?
Typically we have that one play we do at the first unit, just up, over, and rip it on net. If there's a bounce, there's a bounce. Second unit goes out, and just meat and potatoes hockey, pretty much.
Alrighty, and then you also scored this past period. How are you going to use that as like an energy, a fuel to finish this game strong?
I think it's just a good confidence boost for the boys. Just hard dump, shot on net, goal.
Alrighty, thank you so much. Thank you.
back ahead of period number 3 and a brand new hockey game. It is a 2-1 contest after 2 periods. Chippy at the end of the second period. Both sides with tempers flaring, with firing, with penalty box assignments getting handed out. And either way, still a 2-1 game, and we are ready for it. Utah looking for a big goal, in need of a big goal to even this game up and have a hopeful chance in trying to secure this win and give Weber State their first loss of the season.
Well, if they want to get back into it, it's going to be discipline, discipline, discipline. The Utes getting 3 penalties into that second period, it's not good. When you're giving 6 minutes away like that to the other side, I mean, they're going to start after a minute 12 into this period, they're going to have 20 seconds on the power play, 5-on-4 action, and 20 seconds is a lot of time in hockey. Anything can happen, but the Utes, they have to be more disciplined if they want to get back into this game against a really, really good Weber State team. You can't give them 5-on-4 hockey.
And Weber's had it all working so far today. Both sides with almost a dead even, 23 shots for Utah, 22 for Weber State. Lots of offense, lots of good defense, lots of hard-hitting, punishing hits on the ice. I mean, we've seen just about everything. The one thing we have left on our bingo card is a dramatic Utah goal to even this game up and put Weber on their toes. I mean, Weber has a lot that they're fighting for in this game. And while you might say they're 20-0, a loss here doesn't matter. They're still 20 points ahead of the next closest Utah Ute team. Either way, they're still perfect right now. They've still got their Cinderella story intact, and I'm sure every single member of that Weber State Wildcats team wants to see that through to the end as far as they can ride that win streak. So every one of these contests matter, especially when you're playing your crosstown rival, and that's exactly what's happening this afternoon. Third period hockey due up. We've got a minute and 12 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, and then like Valentino said, 20 seconds of 5-on-4 Weber State man advantage hockey due up. Weber wins the draw, 4-on-4 hockey for the next minute and 10 seconds.
Well, Utah, there's a lot of open ice right now for the next minute. If they can take advantage of that, get a shot, get some chances created in front of goal, but they're going to have to be good on this back check.
Quick drive into the offensive zone. Good read that time by Kai Tweeten. Read it like a book. He's got Corral to his right. Corral gets the puck, and it takes just a little too long. Right in front, they try and get a one-timer home, but no shot attempt there. And how about the stick? Just in the last second he could, Cooper James gets it there in time. A good pass. Utah with authority in this period and 2 quick golden chances. Nothing to show for it just yet. Like the pressure, though.
Yeah, Cole Turner had a really good chance right in front of net there. That's exactly what you wanted to see if you're a Ute fan to start out this period.
Another great read by Kai Tweeten, just gifting his team the puck right now. Jackson Ronick with it now, trying to circle around net, find somewhere to go. Big wide, safe forehand stab, and he's got the puck back on his stick. Splits his offense right in front of him, gets it to Quinn Steffen, who knocks it down. 5-on-4 hockey for the next 17 seconds. Klokov gets it off his stick last second, and now Parker James has got the puck. He's going to send it through. All the way down it goes onto that far side corner. Final 5 seconds. Connor Beers eagerly awaiting a check back on the ice. Nearly a breakout chance that time for Donovan O'Shea. Just couldn't come up with the puck. Ben Hostetler now, the ranging defenseman with it. He's going to get it across to Dono O'Shea, who shakes a man and makes him lose his stick. A great lead pass finds Connor Beers at center ice, who beats his man to the puck and makes a nice shake move inside to gain some space. Reinforcements arrive. And now a net battle, or a battle along the boards to find the puck. A great pass in front, but what a read by the Weber State back check again. That time, more specifically, it was Aiden Feedy. Now Utah's got numbers. They've got Marco Honda and Max Fenny driving the other way. Waiting for arrangement. Connor Beers could not get the shot off in time, or couldn't get it cleanly off the stick. And a golden chance put to rest there. A little bit of luck from Weber State, but they'll take that. And now threaded through for Marco Honda. Can't get a piece of it at center ice, and we'll have a face-off coming on Utah's side of the court. 17:30 left to play. A couple shots per each side in this period.
You're seeing the urgency from Utah to start this period out. I like what I've seen from them. They're getting shots in front of net. They're getting bodies in front of net. You've seen good chances from Connor Beers, from Cole Turner, all of them getting involved at the beginning of this period, and that's exactly what they needed to do.
Nice box out in front, and another quick stoppage. Only got to play a few seconds that time. 17:25 left to tick here in this third period. Approaching that 3-minute in mark, and you have to like what you've seen from Utah so far. Shot out of a cannon to start that period. Nearly had back-to-back goals, but they come up with nothing. Still nothing to show for those two chances. They've got to keep creating those opportunities and take advantage of them. Face-off draw goes to Utah, and now Kai Tweeten's got the puck. Tweeten's already made a bevy of nice plays in this game, let alone in this period alone. And now he's got the puck on his stick once more. Good chance for Kai Tweeten. He threads it through to Corral. Corral can't get it off in time, and Carroll wanted it. Keegan Torrey with a good job setting the edge and keeping that puck in front of him. Battling for possession along the far side boards in front of that Weber State bench. Squeaks out, and a quick clear as Landon Reed opts to send that one down and get a quick change of skates. Big turnover that time. Weber with a good chance here, and a great save by Jack Nowicki. Keeps it out, 16:42 left to play. And not a golden opportunity that time, but a good chance to get a shot on net, and Nowicki up to the task of shutting it down.
Yeah, and it's those little small mistakes by the Utes that Weber State is trying to take advantage of. For Weber State, they get a goal, they can see this one out and pretty much close the door on Utah. For the Utes, if they get a goal, well, we're 2-2 action with a couple minutes left in this game, and it's anyone's game at that point. So,
ooh, a very Weber-friendly deflection off the boards. Alonso goes for another wraparound goal. That time he's shut down. Nice kick save by Malachi Lynch, and a good pass from Connor Beers that hits off the skate of Cole Turner. Turner trying to beat his man to the puck. He cannot, but Ethan Overman is there. Quick shot from the point, and what a save by Eric Buchholz. I don't know how he saw that puck, but he sees it off the deflection, gloves it up, and another stoppage. 16:12 left to play in this third period.
Both Buchholz and Nowicki have been standing on their head a little bit more in this game just throughout. I mean, 3 goals in this game. It's, you know, not great for either keeper, but of course they would like the shutout completely. But overall, some good goal minding from both sides.
I was going to say, with 2 of the league's top offensive powerhouses, I mean, not bad for Eric Buchholz or Jack Nowicki. Malachi Lynch tries to beat him to it. And a nice job playing pesky, but he can't find the edge. Now Kevin Norwood in pursuit of the puck. He tries to get a centering pass that's immediately caught by Reed Pittman. Pittman sends it back to Malachi Lynch, and Norwood sustaining this pressure by himself. Reinforcements all around him now. And Caden Hunter's got it. Hunter has it poked away. And a nice job by the Utah back check, not allowing Weber to generate any space right now. Malachi Lynch with a good poke. Ethan Overman with the puck right on him. Able to bash it down back to the blue line. Along the boards it goes. Kevin Norwood sends it across and keeps play rolling. Caden Hunter now shakes a man off his tail. Tries to send it through and finds a boot. Over to Klokov, to Caden Hunter. Hunter loses sight of the puck for a second, and now Pittman's the one in pursuit. Klokov trying to play pesky up front. Ben Wiener's got it. Wiener gets it back to Ethan Overman. Overman sets up a lead pass, and they're going to send it down and get some fresh skates on the ice. 5 new skaters to be exact, a whole new line for Utah.
And that will help them out. You need fresh skates. Ooh.
Good chance here. Better back check from Utah's defense. Ben Haas-Stetler that time leading the drive and shutting it down. Jackson Ronick through the neutral zone with a man to his left asking for it. Ronick takes the shot himself. Deflection, easy cover up for Eric Buchholz. And 14.5, or a tick under 14.5 remaining in this third period. Lots of pressure from Utah. nothing to write home about just yet. They're going to be looking to those lead point scorers like Max Hovey, who you see on the ice, Donovan O'Shea, their leading defensive point scorer.
Yep. And, I mean, they'll also look to Connor Beers, who had a chance earlier in this. He just missed the puck. If he gets that one off, possible goal there for Utah. So Cole Turner, all these guys for the Utes have had their opportunities. They just need to get one in the back of the net.
Good defense that time by Donovan O'Shea. Good centering pass off the post, caught nothing but iron, and somehow finds its place right back on the stick of Andrew Alonso. Good intercept that time from Max Hovey, and Weber's going to have to reset out of their zone.
But just as quick as Utah can get on the attack, Weber State is getting right back out there. And
good chance here, 1-on-none, and the shot goes high. Again, Nowicki tested, 1-on-none that time, right to the net, driving, and he's able to stop it, get a piece of it, or get fortunate enough for that puck to sail high.
Well, we were talking at the beginning of this game how important the back check was going to be for Utah. Right there, no one's there. It's 1-on-none, like you said. You cannot allow that to happen with any of these Weber State players. Every player on the ice for Weber State is dangerous when they have the puck 1-on-none with the keeper.
I think every player on the ice, period, is dangerous when they have the puck 1-on-none. It's a golden chance for anybody, and that time Nowicki shut it down. Nice job batting that puck down by Mabitas to regain possession. Now Daniel Carroll trying to get it off his stick, and he does. Finds Keegan Torrey to try and lead the drive, and they call a late offsides there. So we'll have to check back out of the zone and into the neutral zone. 13:21 left to go. Another face-off due up from the far side circle in front of Weber's bench over there.
Yeah, looking for Utah to maybe have some shorter shifts as we get towards the back end of this third period, 13 minutes left. You need fresh skaters on the ice as much as possible to get as much possession and pressure on this Weber State side.
Big turnover there in the neutral zone, and now Weber has a chance to try and put on some pressure themselves. Sending it down back to the point, an easy save for Jack Nowicki, who gets a quick cover-up. A stoppage, 13:04 left to play. 25 shots or so per side. Dead even game in everything except for the score column.
And this is one of those games where if you're a fan of either side, your heart's beating, you're excited, you feel that adrenaline, because it's one of these close games. It's a rivalry game. You want to see your team win. My heart's pounding because I see how close this game is so far. So we got 13 minutes left of really good hockey.
This is certainly your main events for this weekend slate of hockey. You get the 1 and 2 seeds from the MWCHL matching up and trying to duke it out and gain some ground in the standings. I believe Utah was 6th in the region, with Weber State placing 2nd in the regional rankings, only behind Oklahoma State. And for Utah, find themselves now just 1 point in front of Montana State for 2nd place in the MWCHL. A nice poke that time from Jack Nowicki, sending it wide. Weber doing everything they can to eat as much time as possible down here in Utah's side of the ice. Some nice moves there, showing off the skates, forehand shot, and a great save from Buchholz. His defense gets the rebound. Now they've got numbers driving the other way. 3-on-3 entering the zone. Nowicki covers and keeps. 12:30 left to play. And time not quite a concern just yet, but you don't want to reach those fleeting moments where you're thinking about maybe pulling your goaltender, getting an extra skater out there, and offering up the game to try and get that game-tying goal. The way Utah sees it, I think a goal within the next 10 minutes before you're approaching that threshold would be huge. Then you have a chance to try and win it in regulation. But right now, Utah more concerned with keeping pace and not falling out of this game. A late whistle that time, and this will almost uncertainly be a tripping call for Donovan O'Shea. The leader in PIMS last year for the M2 Utes, and for good reason, kind of the enforcer for these guys. They'd go to war for him, and he'd go to war for them, and this time the first penalty of this third period goes to a Utah Ute. It is Donovan O'Shea upset with himself in the box.
Well, in all honesty, he probably should be. It's discipline. We talked about this at the beginning of the period. It's penalties the Utes can't afford right now. You're going down 5-on-4 against a side that would love to take advantage of this. They've done it all year, and they're looking to do it again against the Utes and try and seal this one up.
Well, good teams take advantages of good chances. This is one of those. Makar Klokov with the puck. Gonna get it to Matthew Heel. Back to Klokar, and a nice clear from the Utah penalty kill unit, able to send it all the way back down where Eric Buchholz waits and sends it back. 5-on-4 hockey for the next minute and a half. 11:45 left to play in the period. Driving on that far side is Caden Hunter. Hunter gets it off his stick. It finds its way to Klokov. And now back to the point, a quick shot, a screen shot at that, and danger written all over it. Nowicki gets lucky with that one. Trying to shut down this chance, and they score. And who else but Makar Klokov coming through, the freshman. He does get a goal, his 18th of the year. That is by far the lead for his team. It ties him with Caden Hunter for the lead in that category, 37 points now on the year. And they take full well advantage of that power play opportunity, a 3-1 game.
Yep, and that is huge for this Weber State side. It gives them 3-1 lead. They can now sit back a little bit more, but they have the most dangerous lead in hockey. They're up by 2 goals. 11:24 left. The Utes need something in the next 3 to 4 minutes if they want to get back into this game. It's not over yet, but they need to do something fast.
Corey Mader with the puck, tries to get it through 3 sets of sticks and is unable to. Catches a piece at center ice, but all the way down. And an icing call as we work our way back into Utah's zone. A 3-1 game now. 11:07 remains, and you're exactly right. Worst lead in hockey, a 2-goal lead for Weber State, albeit I think either team would say they'd want the lead right now in a contest like this. But Utah still has time on their side, over half the period left to work with. All it takes is a bloop and a well-placed shot. Now Max Fenney looking to drive into the offensive zone, or not really even looking to do that. They get a stoppage and a face-off coming up on Weber State's side of the ice.
Well, you know, at least on that chance, it gets the puck on their side of the ice. You know, if you win the face-off, you can start cycling around, putting pressure on Weber State. Lose it there, but it's a little disappointing from the Utes. We talked about it at the beginning of the period. It was discipline, and O'Shea, he's going to be beating himself up after the game because they gave up that goal on his penalty.
Well, you create your own chances, and you take away your own chances, and every team does that. It's a part of hockey. It's a part of the way it's played. But when you're taking away golden chances, like that power play at the end of last period where they have a 5-on-4 skate, a chance to tie before the end of the period, and you take a penalty, that is a prime example of taking away chances that you've given to yourself, and that's the last thing you want to do, is be shutting down your own scoreability. Nice pass from Kai Tweeten up ahead for Max Fenney. Fenney's got it. Fenney through, somehow tries to go top shelf, and Ben Wiener can't find the net. Back to Ben Wiener, gets a chance again here. He gives it off to Max Fenney, and Daniel Carroll comes through and somehow pickpockets that one away. Carroll makes a nice move to find some open space, driving towards the net. Just too many bodies there. More importantly, too many sticks. And they're going to have to reset. 9:48 left to play in the game, officially over our halfway point in this period. A nice shake from Corral that time to avoid the hits. Donovan O'Shea crushes a man at center ice, and it looks like we're going to have another penalty coming against Utah. And another example of biting themselves in the foot, or shooting themselves in the foot. Now they get a man disadvantage for the next 2 minutes through the 7:35 mark. The Utes will be playing in the box. And if they want to keep pace in this game, they might need a shorthander. They're going to need something special.
Well, it's never good when it's your leaders, right? When it's O'Shea, I mean, he knows better than that to do something like that. The Utes were looking a little bit better there for a second. To give up another penalty, it's not going to be easy. Like you said, they're going to need a shorthanded, most likely, if they want to get back in this game. 9:35 left on the clock. It's either going to be a shorthanded or a mistake from Weber State that they have to take advantage of. But it's not over yet. And that's what I think they need to be preaching on the bench for the Utes. It is not over yet. There's still plenty of time on this clock for them to get even.
And you're exactly right. I'm sure Nick Fornelius is probably telling them probably a similar sentiment. A big shot that time from Klokov. He's our most recent goal scorer on that ripper. His last time up, he took a screen shot from about 40 feet out and buried it in the back of the net. Top right corner, unsavable if we're being completely honest. And he's made it a 3-1 game. He shakes a man that time. Cole Turner on his tail. Now he's going to pass it off for Kevin Norwood. Norwood gets it back to Klokov. And a broken stick end in that near side corner. Huel back to Klokov. Klokov in front. And a quick save. Second effort, tries to jab it in. And Nowicki goes nowhere. A nice chance that time for Jaden Hughes, but he couldn't bury it home. And with 8:39 left to play in this third period, Utah looking for a spark. They've still got a minute left on the penalty kill. And they're going to be looking to do exactly that. Shut down any scoring chances that Weber State generate for themselves and get back in this game trailing by 2.
Well, if they can get this kill, they're going to have about 7:35 left on the clock to get even. They're going to have to push a lot more bodies forward, and that's going to leave some gaps in the back. So we'll see how they can manage that. I mean, we talked about the back check being important. You kind of have to throw some things out when you're down by 2 and start really throwing bodies forward if you want to get yourself back into this.
Hence the empty net, right?
Yeah.
The whole purpose of the empty net. You know, you're throwing it all out there. You're risking everything for a chance, for something to get excited about. Weber State with possession now. That's Corey Mader. Mader's going to toss it back and fire it for for James. James threads it down and tries to get it to somebody, but no one's home. It's sent all the way back down. And Buchholz wondering what he should do with it, and he played it perfectly. Sent along the boards, evades Max Fenney coming in like a heat-seeking missile. And 7:34 remains in the period. That one sent wide of the net. And a fresh skate on the ice for the Utes. Big turnover in front. What a save by Jack Nowicki. A golden chance right there. That's the definition of it. And Nowicki up to the test to just shut that one down. 7:23 remains. Still a 3-1 game. And dead even in just about every category right now. 30 shots for Weber, 29 for Utah. 3 goals being the biggest differentiator. Weber scored in every period thus far. Another cover-up, another easy save for Nowicki. Only a few seconds off the game clock that time. 7:20 left to play in this third period. And while, like you said, the game is not over until it's over, till the clock strikes 0. What do you need to see from Utah here in the next 7 minutes and 20 seconds to get back in this game?
I mean, you can't win if you don't have the puck. And right now, Weber State, they're controlling it. They're keeping it, the Utes on their back end. These skaters are going to get tired. They need to gain possession. They need to start being more physical. I mean, in this period and towards the end of the last period, Weber State started to out-physical them. I don't know if that's the right saying, but
that will suffice.
Yeah, I mean, they were the more physical team, and this is going to be an icing call, and it's not good. You need possession. You need to get bodies forward. You need your leaders to step up in these moments, rally the team together, and press forward if the Utes want any chance at getting back into this game.
And I think that's part of the Weber strategy as well, is playing keep away now at this point. You've got the lead. You're comfortable where you are, a 2-goal advantage, and albeit, like you said, the worst lead in hockey, it's a lead. And that's what Utah hasn't had all night, and that's what they've been in search of all night. So can't null in your chances. Utah going to be looking to keep this game right where it is, but in need of a spark, in need of something to light the fire and get them back into this contest. They are trailing by 2.
Well, when you're 20-0, I'm pretty sure you're very good at keeping a lead, and that's not a good sign for Utah when you're down by 2 to a team who has been able to keep leads all year long.
Play a winning brand of hockey And they're looking to do it for a 21st consecutive time here tonight. All the way out of play it goes. Up against the nets. 6.5 to play. And a quick face-off coming from, I believe, in the neutral zone on that face-off circle near Utah's end. And what a great contest it's been thus far.
Yeah.
Had our opening period, both teams end up ringing one home and getting on the scoreboard. The second period, Weber takes that 2-1 lead, and Utah's fighting the whole way through to get one themselves. And here we are in this third period. Weber's done it again. They've buried one, and Utah in need of a goal themselves to try and notch back in this game.
As you feel maybe those first 2 periods a lot more even than this one, Weber State's been able to really control it after that penalty and goal that has given momentum on their side.
And you can see it in the shot column. I mean, Weber's got 7 in the period, and Utah's got only 2. Came into this period 1 shot apart on the game, 23-22. Wedged against the boards on that far side, looking for possession. Are both sides. Weber looking to milk out the clock. Utah looking for a spark. 5:40 left to play in this third period. Finally able to muster that puck out of the corner. And now Corral gets crushed against the boards on the near side. And he's going to get up slow. That one did not feel good. Threaded all the way through. Nowicki's just going to cover. Didn't want to give Corey Mater a chance that time. Probably a good play. But my goodness, loud contact on the boards.
Corral
up here in front of us.
Crushed.
He sure did. Did a great job to bounce back on his feet, more importantly, and skate back to the bench. Corral's had himself a nice night, but not much to speak of offensively this whole night for the Utes. Like we were saying earlier in those first 2 periods, a great job possessing, a great job cycling, and a great job sending them on nets. We haven't seen that in this period, not nearly as frequently at least. Only a couple shots to speak of thus far. Weber doing their best to run away with this contest.
I mean, you can keep the puck all you want in a game. At the end of the day,
good scoring chance in front, and he couldn't corral his rebound. Fortunately, that's what Connor Beers is for. He sends it down onto the opposite side for an icing. So Utah will get a chance to get this line rolling, and they're going to have a face-off in their side of the ice. 5:03 left to play. We've reached our final quarter of this third period, and for Utah, they've really struggled to keep Weber quiet, especially in this third period.
Yep.
A much better job of doing so in those first 2.
Well, it's almost a little bit like they ran out of gas, in a sense. I mean, you're pressing against a very good side for 2 periods. You're keeping up with them, and I think it's been a tale of Weber State has a little bit more in their tank than the Utes. I mean, there was a lot of physicality in last night's game, although it ended up being a blowout to the Utes. And I think you're starting to see a little bit of the tired legs, tired skates on the ice from the Utes. I mean, there's still a chance. There is always going to be a chance in hockey with 4 minutes left.
But a bit of that attrition starting to set in. Skates becoming heavier. Sticks are harder to lift up. All of the above. Or it could just be Weber State has played an incredible period of hockey in these last couple periods. There's a reason Weber finds themselves at an even 20-0 coming into tonight's contest. Looks like Keegan Torrey blew a tire on the Utes back line. Able to get back up quickly. Kevin Norwood with a quick turnover. Now Utah's got a 2-on-2 entering the offensive zone. Pittman trying to keep it on his stick, and he's brushed off with a big hit. Now Wiener's got it. Screen shot. It is caught in front of the net on a nice stick effort from Aiden Thede. Down it goes again. Right by Utah's logo, 3:40 left to play, approaching that empty net threshold we were talking about.
Yeah, and we'll see if Coach Fornelius calls the keeper out or if...
Ooh, deflection, Scott, and they score just
Well.
like that. Donovan O'Shea from the point catches a stick in front of the net, and Utah's quick strike ability on display, and boy, was that goal needed. 3.5 or just under 3.5 left, and a 3-2 game.
So you're telling me there's still a chance if you're the Utes, there is no sleep anymore. It's 3-2, and what a shot I mean, we'll take a look at this again. Wow, just from distance, he was able to, I mean, we saw it earlier from their goal.
Just a good heads-up play. I mean, he feels that they only have a handful of shots in this period. So we got to get something on net.
Yeah.
Throw it on net, and good things happen in that time. Donovan O'Shea, the benefactor of that goal. And Utah back in this game with 3:20 left to play. They just refuse to lose by more than one score to Weber State.
Well, hopefully they're hoping that they can change that tale with 3 minutes left. We were talking about possibly pulling the tender, and it seems now that it's a guaranteed thing within the next minute.
Marco Honda now entering the offensive zone, sends one just off net, but he's able to regain his rebound. On that far side, 3 minutes of must-watch hockey due up. Kai Tweeten takes the shot, and Kai Tweeten he's been playing a great game all afternoon. Seems like he is just right place, right time when they need him on the back check. He's right place, right time when they need him on the forecheck. And there's a reason that we see Tweeten out there for as much of the game as we do. He is a real impact player, whether or not that shows up in the score sheet.
Yeah, and Reed Pittman getting on that goal. And, I mean, you really like to see this momentum shift now onto the Utes side, hoping that they can get back into this game. They're going to have to send more numbers forward. Within the next 40 seconds, we might see a pull of 6-on-5 hockey. And then it's anyone's game at that point. The Utes get a goal, or will Weber State get an empty netter?
That's the question. We've got 2.5 minutes to find out. A 3-2 game thanks to Reed Pittman, his first goal of the year. The alternate captain gets the tip when it matters most, and Utah gets that spark that we were talking about. And it's interesting with how this period started. Utah firing right out of the gates, right for the net, looking good as they'll ever be to start the period. We hadn't seen anything from them for the whole midway points. Yep. Finally, after a 15-minute hiatus, Utah able to crack one across and get some much-needed momentum back on their side. Now they've got the pressure, and a big hit in open ice over there by the face-off circle.
I think for the Utes, they're just hoping it's not too little too late, putting all this pressure on Weber State.
Well, it's not with passes like that. Max Hovey finds Corral, back to Hovey in front. Hovey looking for the goal, and he nearly buried the game tire here in our final 2 minutes of regulation hockey. Sent back out to center ice. A couple of sticks find it before a Weber State Wildcat can, and now Kai Tweeten with a bit of an errant pass that time. Weber State able to regain possession.
Not good if you're Utah. You need this puck. You want to be able to get Nowicki out of there.
And get every second you can on the offensive. Oh, big turnover right in front. Great chance and a great stick from Ethan Overman to keep this game alive. A game-saving defensive effort that time. And now Overman showing off some two-way speed, cutting to the outside. Sending it through right in front for Connor Beers, who couldn't get there in time. Turner's brushed off the puck, and now Donovan O'Shea cycles it back down behind the net. Buckholz Fields, he lays it off for his ranging defenseman, sends it all the way through. Nowicki lets it slide, and it looks like icing is waved off. It was touched at center ice. Final minutes of regulation here. Do or die time for the Utes. All the way through it goes, and it looks like we're going to have a stoppage. 53.6 left to tick. And I was going to say they might pull the goalie, but they can't if that face-off's happening on their side of the ice.
Well, Nowicki was keeping his eye onto the bench, hoping that he could skate off and maybe get an opportunity. But now with this icing call, 53.6 left on the clock, the Utes need to win this face-off to gain possession and really start pushing the puck into the offensive end. Because if Weber State can win this, then they can start killing that time, that precious, precious time, which is going against Utah right now.
The biggest face-off of the game, and Utah wins the draw. That is Donovan O'Shea with the puck. He finds some space. Now he sends it up ahead for Cole Turner. Turner tries to thread it by Aiden Thiede. Thiede looking for somewhere to go. A big turnover right behind the nets. A couple bodies waiting for it. Steffen's got it. Steffen tries to thread it through. Waiting to pull that goalie. Final 30 seconds. Ethan Overman is there, and he's wrapped up, or all sorts of wrapped up by Caden Hunter. Caden Hunter in front. And a great save by Jack Nowicki with the game on the line there. 23 left to tick. And now I think it's approaching that territory where Utah is going to have to reach into their bag of tricks and come up with something magical. Time very much working against them.
Yep.
The lead is working against them. All favors are working, or all factors are working against them. The one thing they have is hope. Being in a one-score game, all it takes is one well-placed shot. The thing that they need to do is speed it up, get down there in a hurry, and take that shot.
Well, the thing that's in Utah's favor, both of their goals have come from a distance and then a tip. So if they can get just a shot on the net, they're hoping for that magical tip. And with 23.3 left, they're going to need to win at the face-off and rush down the ice and get a couple shots off to pull off a little bit of a miracle.
Miracle is the perfect word for it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's going to take. 23.3 seconds left to tick. Just a handful of shots in the period for Utah. And Weber State, what's felt like a period being completely dominated by them. A great job by Utah to get that goal back and get Reed Pittman his first of the year on an excellent tip in front of the net. What a great shot from Donovan O'Shea as well. Presence of mind to just put it on net, give him a chance. And Reed Pittman did the rest. Now it's up to whoever ranges in at center on the face-off circle to win the draw and give his squad a chance to try and bury one home. Miraculous. It's going to need to be a miraculous chance here. It's Cole Turner on the face-off circle for the Utes. Kevin Norwood for the Wildcats. Wildcats win the draw. The biggest draw of the game. And now it's Cole Turner with the puck. He sends it across to Ethan Overman. They're getting an extra skater out there while they can. Face-off coming with 13 seconds from Weber State's side of the ice. And this is close. Very important message I just read on screen. 13 and a third, or and a tenth of a second remaining. Likely time for a couple shots off the face-off.
And this,
crunch time.
Yeah, this is the biggest face-off of the game. You have the empty net right there. So this is big for Utah.
Winning the draw, sending it down, and this could do it. 10 seconds left to play. Utah's going to have to box out right there in front of the net. Caden Hunter wants it, goes for a backhanded stab. 3, 2, and the Weber State Wildcats season stays perfect and even 21-0 through their first 21 contests on a gut-wrenching 3-2 win over the Utah Utes here this evening. What a game from both sides. Another rivalry matchup put in the books between these two. And my goodness, what a matchup that was. 3-2 is your final score. They're going to center ice to shake hands.
Oh, man, that was just an amazing game between these two sides. I mean, it has to be a gut punch for the Utes. This is 3 1-goal losses to this Weber State side. But for Weber State, I mean, 21-0 now. It's pretty incredible at this point. And for the Utes, they just got to keep their heads up. I mean, this is a good side. Both teams fought out the entire game. It wasn't a bad game from the Utes. Small mistakes killed them. Penalties, and the discipline shot them in the foot. But
well, even with all those penalties, able to keep pace with arguably the best team in the nation, one of the best M2 hockey teams in the nation, unquestionably. And shot for shot at 3-2 final score. Like you said, another one-score finish with these Weber State Wildcats. And this isn't the last they'll see of each other. Next weekend is the Beehive Showcase. They will have another chance for revenge then, albeit 3-0 Weber State leads on the season series between these two.
Yeah, and going into that showcase, it's going to be interesting. Will the tempers flare now? The Utes are going to have a lot more, I guess you could say, urgency to get a win. I mean, they had urgency tonight, but against a Weber State side who's, like you said, best in the nation, they're going to need to press a little bit more.
Iron sharpens iron, and that was certainly a battle of the most iron-made elements I've seen this year. An incredible game between these two rivals, I guess we could call them, cross-town rivals. Every year it's like this, and this one did not disappoint. Another 3-2 finish, another amazing contest. We are going to send it down rinkside for a quick interview with a winning player from the Weber State Wildcats.
Hey Utah hockey fans, I'm Clara O'Connor here with Luke Artugovich. Our final score tonight was 2-3 with Weber State taking home the win. What did you personally do good tonight that you're going to carry on into future games?
I mean, I think all our defense played a good gap and everyone was forechecking, everyone was working hard. I think it was just a team effort.
Alrighty, thank you. And then also, what did you guys do to prepare to be so successful?
We just do our normal routine, kind of come in, be focused, and just play our game and don't stay away from it.
Alrighty, thank you guys.
Back again and welcome back in. What a final that was. I mean, just an incredible game all the way through. Just dogfight after dogfight after dogfight from the first to the third period. That third period, Weber State really showed how they have that record, why they are 21-0, and they did their best to just milk out the game, possess the puck, play smart hockey, and they earned themselves the win.
Yeah, and Utah, they fought hard. I mean, they gave themselves opportunities, but it was the penalties, the discipline that lacked in that final really half of the game. You're a man up going into the third period if you don't get a penalty. And Connor Beers, he's going to be a little bit disappointed because they had their opportunity to finish that period out and get some momentum. The penalty killed it, and then throughout the third period, really Weber State was able to shut them down. The Utes had hope, but it was killed at the end.
And
really
the rest is history. Like you said, I mean, you give good teams a good opportunity like that, and they're going to take full well advantage of it. And Weber State is better than a good team. They're a great team. They are 21-0. That is not every year that we see that. I've been here 4 years at University of Utah. I've never seen a 21-0 team. So this is a special group, and credit to the Utes as well for being a special group themselves and giving Weber their hardest matchup of the year for the third straight time. Every time these two play, it seems like it's going to come down to the wire, come down to the waning moments, and it's exactly what it was this afternoon. Just a small little mistakes come back to bite them. And again, good teams take advantage of those small little mistakes and make them good opportunities for themselves, and that's what Weber did tonight.
Yeah, 3-1 loss, one-score games that the Utes have lost to this Weber State team. But like we said, next week, the Beehive Showcase, that's going to be it. The Utes have a chance to go against this Weber State side and pull off a big win. I want to see how these Utes come out against that team.
A chance for revenge, a chance to put it all to rest and say, hey, we did the impossible, because nobody's been able to do it this year for good reason. That's an incredible team, as are the Skating Utes. What an amazing game, what an amazing weekend here from Salt Lake City. We really appreciate your time, appreciate you tuning in. For myself, Fellas Beacom, alongside Valentino Pichardo, that's going to be a wrap on our Saturday night contest from Salt Lake City, and we look forward to seeing you next week, same place, same time. Thanks for tuning in.